Hi there guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at adding a fake K to our CMY, and this will be done within CorelDraw. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos. We also have daily updates. Otherwise, we're back into the program here. So now in the previous video, we looked at actually removing K from our image. So like we tested with a color dropper, if we zoom in here, we can see we currently have 0K on this layer. I'm just going to zoom down a bit. You can get a brief idea. So you can see the K is actually 0. Now what I want to do is we want to add the actual K back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this image. You can do that by simply going on your object manager. I'm going to right click this, and then from the drop down menu we're going to go down till we find the copy one. If you go to the actual image, we'll have duplicate, but in this one we'll have copy. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click here and say paste. Just find that, copy. I can do this. Here we go. So I'm going to right click over here, say paste. Not sure what happened there. I think I still had the object selected. So paste. Now we've got two layers, exactly the same layers. So now what we can do is with the top layer selected, and then we want to actually remove the color first. So I'm going to go on top here to our top main menu, click on, let's fix the zoom, click on effects. I'm going to adjust, and then we're going to go down till we find the actual hue, saturation, lightness. So I'm going to click that. The shortcut you can see there is Control-Shift-U. Click that, and then from my actual plugin, I'm going to go under the master. So you can see we can isolate just cyan or anything like that, which we'll be using in another tutorial. But in this one, I'm going to go channels, master, we go down to saturation, and then I'm going to set this all the way down. So I'm going to pull it all the way to the left, and then in the preview, you can see now we've got a black and white image. Now the next step, what we want to do is we want to isolate only dark colors on here. So like all this rimming, the shirt, maybe a bit of the eyes, but anywhere where there's a nice gradient, we want to kind of remove that. So we can have a bit sharper image. So in order to do that, we want to set the tone. So I'm going to go once again to the same menu. So we're going to go on top to our main menu. We go to effects, go adjust, and then we want to go down till we find this tone curve. Now you can use brightness and stuff like that, but it gets more tricky because you can easily add more black, and then your final result won't quite look at the same. It's going to start adding K again. So now what I want to do is with the tone curve opened, I want to click about a third way up on this graph, and then you will see once I click and hold with my left mouse button, it makes this little arm or this little controller point. So now I can either lift this and then it will start adding black, or what I can do is lower this and it will start removing some black. So I'm going to go somewhere where there's only very little information left. And what I mean with information is so that you can see, for instance, by the nose, we've got some black value, but not all of it. So let me see. So on the nose, you can see we don't have much detail on top there, but if I remove the preview, you can see, oh, there's actually a nice curvature or fade in variation of the tone. So I'm going to go till I only can see the black I want to show. Oopsie. Let's try reset that. I think I had a bit of a freak out. So I'm going to go somewhere about here. That looks nice. Then I'm going to say OK. So now we've got our actual top layer. So we basically desaturated that one without the K. And then now what we're going to do is we want to set its mode. So I'm going to go here to my Dockers here on the right. So now we were working on the bottom one, the object manager. Now I'm going to go to object properties. And when I click this, we have a few different options. Make sure your image is selected. And then on top here with the three little tabs, I want to go to the first one, which is transparency. I'm going to click that, and then now you can see we have transparency, and there's normal modes, which if you've used other programs, art programs, you should be aware of it. So I'm going to click on this mode, and I'm going to go down and set this to multiply. And then once I've set it to multiply, it has kind of added a fake black. Now, when you finally export, it's going to look slightly different because this is not the best 100% accurate representation. But I will show you guys how to get it even a bit more black, the process for that. So now what we can do is you can go to your color picker, and then we can just let it load again. We can see there's still 0K even though it is way darker. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see there's still 0K and it's way darker. So let's quickly move this layer underneath the other one so you can see the difference. You can see this was when we removed the K, and now what we do is we're kind of putting it back with a fake K, and then when we finally print, it's going to be a bit more washed out, but it's still going to look way better than having no black in your printer at all. It's going to try fake it. But yeah, before we get to the export options, which is quite important, if we go here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not find the videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.